Hey guys, happy Monday. So I am standing outside of an all-you-can-eat buffet, the China Buffet, and I'm standing here because I have been going over and over in my head about something since my trip to Cancun, which was, by the way, freaking amazing. But now I'm here where it's cloudy and overcast and there's raindrops on my windshield and that kind of sucks. That being said, all you can eat buffets. Yeah, so I'm standing here in front of the China Buffet. And we all know that there are a ton of different kinds of all-you-can-eat buffets. And I'm actually taking you guys away from the China Buffet and back to my car because it's, there's my car, because it's cold and rainy and raw. But here's what I want to talk about. So when I was in Cancun, I was like revisiting all of this old shit in my life, right, about all-you-can-eat buffets. And what's that about, right? I mean, you go to an all-inclusive resort. If you've ever been to one or on a cruise, you're surrounded by literally unlimited food available to you 24 freaking 7. I mean, if you can't go into one of the restaurants and get it, or you can't walk up to one of the amazing all-you-can-eat buffets that have everything on them under the sun and get it, you can order room service and get it. It's crazy. I've never been to one before, and it was madness. And it brought back a lot of issues and a lot of recollection and memories of things that I have gone through for years and years and years in regards to food. And one of the things, I'm closing my door, it's cold out there. One of the things that it really brought up for me was something that happened in my 20s. So I'm going to tell you guys about it. And I thought it would be embarrassing. It's not really embarrassing anymore because it's so long ago. And I'm so thankful that I've gotten past and through that, but I know that I'm not the only person in the world who deals with this kind of stuff. So I want to talk about it. I'm going to be totally raw and honest with you guys and tell you what I remember when it comes to like all you can eat environments, even parties where there's just a huge spread of all kinds of delectable things. So in my very early 20s, I was at a holiday party. I'm pretty sure it was actually a Halloween party because they had one of those desserts that's like, I think it's like Cool Whip and crushed up Oreo cookies and the gummy worms all through it, right? So it's like a dirt cake or something. I don't know. But I remember that being there. So I'm pretty sure that it was a Halloween party. And I remember being at this party, and this was, hey, Donnie, yeah, if you guys are out there, say hi so that I know that I'm not all by myself, okay? I totally appreciate that. So I remember being at this party, and I was in my very early 20s, and I was morbidly obese. I was about 270 pounds, wearing about a size 24 clothing. So clearly more than a hot minute ago. Hi, Piero. Hi, Mary. And there was this table full of desserts, and it was like, I was literally like a kid in a candy store. And I remember loading up my plate, and I remember eating like the dinner kind of food. And then I remember, 270, Piero, not 207, 270. And by the way, I'm only 5'1.5". Yeah. So picture that. I was a big, big girl. And I was a very unhealthy girl, not just physically, but emotionally too. And this is going to tell you just how emotionally unhealthy I was. So I remember loading up my plate from whatever appetizers and sandwiches and whatnot, and then loading up my mouth and eating it all and going back for dessert. And I went back for dessert, and I remember loading up on all of these amazing sweets and eating a whole plate of sweets. And then I remember feeling really full, like uncomfortably full, like so uncomfortably full, but I wanted more. I emotionally wanted more. I didn't need more. I was more than full. And so I was at this house party, and I remember going into the bathroom and locking myself in the bathroom. And I believe that I don't think, I think I tried originally to use my fingers, and they just weren't long enough. And I grabbed somebody's toothbrush out of a drawer and I shoved it down my throat and I made myself throw up. Not because I was uncomfortable. Nope. Because I wanted more. So I needed to throw up so that I could make room for more. And it's really disturbing to think about, but I know that I'm not the only person out there who might struggle with just wanting more and trying to figure out a way to have more, whether it's emotional because I was uncomfortable at a party where I really didn't know a lot of people, or because it was just a habit at that point to gorge myself on sweets when they were available. So, yeah, I just, that's what came back to me. In, you know, a lot of memories came up as I was wandering around the resort a week and a half ago and looking at all of these all-you-can-eat buffets and making only one trip, or using that first trip to find out exactly what you like, and not being afraid to put back or to let the waiter take away, not put back, but that would be gross, but let the waiter take away the things that you took a taste of and you're like, nah, not really great, and not eating it anyways, things like that. And I kept on thinking about all of this and I was like, my God, I was really messed up in my mind about how I approached food and how I thought about food. Piero, I don't know. We're talking in my early 20s. This was well over 25 years ago. So I have no idea if it was a new toothbrush, but I can tell you for sure that there was a toothbrush involved. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, but I mean, my approach to food back then was crazy scary. And I know that over the past 25 plus years, I've come a really long way. I've developed a lot of techniques and a lot of self-control, and a lot of better approaches to eating and to food, but there's still that little binge eater inside of me. And so, you know, being at those buffets was kind of frightening because I was like scared to go back to being that girl. Thank God that I wasn't there alone. God only knows what would have happened. Because I don't always trust myself in those situations. So again, that's like, you know, you put little controls in place to take care of making sure that you don't go back there, right? So in my daily life, I avoid places like the China Buffet right out the door over here like the plague. I promise you that when I finish this video, I'm not going in there to get dinner. Promise. I mean, like, cross my heart, swear it. But what I'm really excited about right now, because I know that I still deal with some of that stuff, and I know that there are other people too that deal with stuff like that, overeating, emotional eating, disordered eating of all different kinds, whether it's binging and purging or closet eating or just emotional eating in general, that could really use some help with their we'll call it eating disorders, or need an adjustment to the way that they approach food. So in literally 2 days, on Wednesday, there is a brand new program that I have access to that is launching, that is all about your approach to food. It's all about learning how to approach food in a healthy way so that you can actually go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and not go crazy like I might have done in my 20s and like I thankfully don't do now. But it's all about creating a mindset and creating an approach that is healthy and learning how to enjoy food without it controlling you. And learning how to lose weight and become a healthier person without having to deprive yourself, without feeling tortured, without feeling like you're starving all the time, because I know that's an issue. I mean, when people go on deprivation diets, you're friggin' hungry all the time. And so eventually you go off the diet, and what happens? You gain it all back. Better to create a lifestyle and a mindset and approach to food that can last a lifetime, so that you can maintain and sustain whatever adjustments and changes that you've made that have helped you to take the weight off and not have to worry about it all coming back on because you stopped, because there's no need to ever stop. There's no deprivation. It's a totally new approach. Anyways, point being, I have a brand new group that I'm going to be launching to do this new food first program where exercise is optional. You do not have to work out every day. I mean, if you know me, you know that I do. But that's because I love it. It's because I've learned to embrace it. Believe you me, when I was 270 pounds, I did not love working out. I did not love exercise. It was hard, and it started really slow. I've gotten to a point now, over 100 pounds lighter, where I do enjoy exercise. It is fun, but I understand that that's not for everyone. And I understand that there are some people who have physical limitations where they can't work out every day, that they can't hit the gym. So this program is great for people like that. It's great for people who need to develop a healthy approach to food. It's great for people who have disordered eating issues, who have emotional eating issues, like I said. And if you're looking for a way to be guided and have your hand held every step of the way in a really positive, supportive environment, I want you guys to know that you're not alone. And I'm going to be running a special group just for people like us, starting on, I believe it's Monday, May 7th. Is May 7th a Monday? I think so. And so if you have any interest in finding out more about it, if anything that I've said, anything that I've talked about has resonated with you, or if you know somebody who needs to hear this and who would benefit from a program that is specifically focused on developing a healthy relationship with food without feeling deprived, without feeling like you're starving to death, send them my way or message me, get in touch with me, comment on this video. Giles, hi honey, I miss you already and I saw you this morning. And and I'll see you tomorrow morning, right? I hope so. Anyways, message me, get in touch with me, reach out to me, and I will get you into an informational group where you can learn about the program. And if you find what's being shared in the informational group where you can learn about the program even more interesting to you than what I'm talking about right now, then maybe it's a program. Yay! Okay, good. I'm glad. Giles, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you tomorrow morning, girlfriend. And, whoa, train derailed. Yeah, so message me, get in touch with me. I'll put you into an informational group where I've been sharing some information, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more information, including what the program's all about, what kind of results you can expect from it, and what's included in it, and how we're going to run it so that you can overcome food issues and get a handle on a healthy approach to food. And we're going to be doing it together, and that's really exciting too. Anyways, guys, it's been a long day. It's after 5 o'clock. I am so ready to go home. So I'm going to log off, and I hope you guys have a great night. And like I said, if anything that I've said resonates with you, get in touch. I'm here to help. Thanks. Bye-bye.